So you will be seeing another kind of real-world context that involve 3 variables. So when it involves 3 variables, it will be something like X, Y, Z. So instead of our usual X and Y, we will have X, Y, Z. So is there, you can approach this by primary school method, or there's an algebra method with it. So I will suggest you learn to try to do by the algebra method. Okay, so I'm going to introduce the idea. So in this question, identify the variable first. So can you see the man and the trenches? Trenches are like holes, very big holes. So these are like the 3 variables. So X is the number of men, Y is the number of trenches, and then the time is like the alphabet Z. So now we're going to explore the relationship. So how are we going to explore the relationship? Okay, you will explore it in this way. So I'm going to explore the relationship between the number of men and the number of trenches. So when you explore that, right, you're going to assume that the time is within the same amount of time. So if you want to, you can think about the 5 hours. So within the same 5 hours, you think about getting more men to dig the trenches. So within the same amount of time, if you get more people to dig holes, trenches, you will manage to get more trenches. Okay, the amount of time doesn't change. So in this case, both arrows are going up. So I managed to realize that they are direct relationship. Okay, then I'm going to explore the other relationship right now. I'm going to explore the relationship between men and the hours. So assuming the number of trenches is the same. That means, right, for right now, you can just think about digging 2 trenches. You think about digging 2 trenches. So if you got more men to help you with the 2 trenches, you actually get it done in lesser amount of time. So you actually can get it done in a lesser amount of time if you got more men. So if you look at the arrows, it's 1 up, 1 down. So it is an inverse relationship. So decide the relationship, you should spend a substantial amount of thinking in the relationship first. If you decided the relationship, then we form the equation. So this is a mixture of direct and inverse. So how am I going to form, right? So I'm going to form it this way. So X and Y are direct. So it should be K times Y. And X and Z is inverse. So it will be something like the inverse is here. Z is in the one that's in the bottom. So it's like I'm actually doing a combination. So if you just look here, this is direct. But if you just look here, this is inverse. So I am combining these two. Okay, so I'm combining these two. So for the inverse part, we will do the division. Okay, so after that, I need to find the values of K. So how do you find the values of K? So just now, X is the number of men. So, and there are 3 men, so X is equal to 3. Y is the number of trenches just now. So there are 2 trenches, so Y is equal to 2. Z is the number of hours, and this is 5 hours. So from here, I can tell my ABC, XYZ value. So you put in your XYZ accordingly. And you do your cross multiplication. And you will get a relationship. This relationship, right, can answer you any of whatever question that they want to ask. So once you found out your K, right, this will be a useful relationship. So how am I going to answer the question? If you take a look, how long will it take 5 men? So the 5 men here meaning X is equal to 5. Because X is our number of men. And then 7 trenches. So trenches is Y. So you just put inside the value. You just put the value inside the equation. Just remember that you can cross multiply. Sometimes you are stuck because you couldn't cross multiply. So if you can cross multiply, that will just be 10.5. So if you've got 5 men, you're going to dig 7 trenches. So it will take them 10.5 hours.